earned over 22 lakhs in revenue this year using Instagram. And recently I learned about a concept called the identity of the approacher from one of my coaches. And if you are selling something or you do something online, then stop every tab you got in Chrome and make this video full screen. Because if you really want to grow your business, if you really want to grow in your life, you have to know about this concept because this will change your social media game. Okay, here we are here in my laptop, and let's quickly go over what I was talking about the identity of the approacher. You might hear a dog sound sometimes, but just avoid it. Okay, so first of all, what is actually an approacher? An approacher is a verb that basically means to come near. Let me just take this. To come near to someone or something in distance or time. Now, this is a very dictionary based example or definition, but basically it means for you to approach somebody. That's the verb of the word. Now, if I go to a little backstory from where I actually learned this approacher concept from, I said I learned it from one of my coaches here, Christian. If you see Christian today, like great guy, and go and check him out. He told me a crazy concept. If we actually approach 5 people a day, then we easily can approach 1,325 people a year. This is a week for some reason, but it's going to be a year. Now, if I even get a reply from these 5 people, one a day, then I make 365 new connections in a year by just investing 5 minutes every day. I don't have to go to any conferences. I don't have to do paid marketing, nothing like that. Now, that was a crazy concept for me. But now let's just imagine that you want to date somebody. Like, let's take out of business example to make it more clear. Let's say you want to date someone who is out of your league. Let's say this girl right here from Matrix, the girl in the red dress, and there are 2 actual paths to get her. Now, one, you can do a fucked up mistake like messaging something like this. Hello ma'am, my name is Shvankar. I'm a degenerate dropout and I've been sleeping around for the last 3 years. So would you like to hook up under the Eiffel Tower tonight? That sounds creepy as hell. And otherwise, like, hey girl, you look great. Wanna be my date? Like, stuff like this. And even instantly, even before you send that message, lose the chance that you had with her. Because it's 110% confirmed. This is a creepy ass message. Because, and the best part is, actually the worst part is, this is what 90% of cold DMs and cold emails are nowadays. See, I'm not against that, but bro, don't ask a girl to sleep with you on the first date. Just like you guys ask like 90% of your prospects to pay you money or book a call in your first DM. That's not what you're supposed to do. They don't trust you, just like the girl. They're not gonna come to you. So there is this actually secondary way to do this in a much better format where you're actually not even doing much work. You're just putting 5 minutes a day and you're building actual genuine connections. So let's look at that. So first of all, you have to probably be not creepy. I hope a lot of you agree with me on that point, because if you don't, bro, click off this video, you need help. Because if you actually want a girl, you have to not be creepy, give her genuine compliments, talk less about your own self, and probably wouldn't ask them something to, give me something. You would probably not ask that on your first date, and wait for her to reply. You wouldn't just blabber about your own self. You probably wait for the girl to talk to you as well. I hope that's how you guys do it. Like, I think so. Because yeah, you probably don't want to be creepy. Like, bro, what? Anyways, now if I take this concept into business, if you see, like, here is how you can actually build. So now I'm going to actually tell you how. Here's how you can build actual connections like an approacher and crush it in 2025. So if you want to approach a girl, be an approacher in that point, this is what you guys need to do. I'm not a relationship coach, something like that. But if you want to do it with your prospects or people you want to build connections with, here is how you have to do it. I'll give you the guide, and this will make your personal branding journey even more easier. Now let's get into it. So, guide to become an approacher by not doing creepy work. First of all, take out 5 minutes a day. Pretty simple. Just 5 minutes, nothing more is needed. Then find 5 people whose content you genuinely like. Now don't just find your prospect, don't just find anybody on the internet. 5 people whose content you actually like actually genuinely like. Then Identify your core values, they follow. Okay, so what do you mean by core values? For example, a person might be have a lot of integrity, have a lot of commitment. They might have the growth mindset. So stuff like that you resonate with, find that within their content, and then genuinely compliment them related to their work by using their core values. An example of that, you can just see how I messaged two of the people and I got the replies, and I wasn't expecting replies. First of all, please don't expect replies. Just do the good work and let it automatically happen. So if you see here, hey, it's great to see an Indian crushing it even in Spain. Love the authentic and valuable content, dude. Keep documenting. Like, I expected nothing out of it. I just saw it. He was an Indian crushing it in Spain. I just messaged him. And see, like, he appreciated me so much. He would probably think like Shubhankar is a great guy. Might not think of giving me work, might not think of paying me money, but he appreciates me now. He knows that this guy exists and he's pretty good. He's a great dude. He's not a creepy freak. Yeah, he probably believes that I'm not this creepy guy who messages girls like this. He probably thinks that I'm an approacher. So yeah, I hope you guys want to be an approacher too. Now, optional, this is an optional point. I don't do it, but a lot of people do, and it works really well. Like this Christian told me, like, this is a really good point. You can also add something like, oh, also, don't want to sell you anything, just love your work. So first, genuinely compliment them and then add this message. This will automatically increase the people replying to you a lot more, because what will happen is that they will drop their guard. They will be like, oh, great, this guy doesn't want to sell me anything. This is a genuine compliment. And once you obviously compliment them on their core values that they are trying to follow, they'll also appreciate you a lot more, bro. So anyways, now, why should you do it is the question. Shubhankar, I'm not getting anything out of it. You probably, if you make 365 new connections, that's a great number. I can probably get business, or they can probably reach out to me later. But like, why should I really do it? Why should I even put 5 minutes? Like, bro, if you are struggling to put 5 minutes into this, you probably put 10 hours behind, like not 10 hours, but 1 hour just bench scrolling on Instagram. You can put 5 minutes into complimenting these guys who are creating such good content, but there's an actual benefit into it. Let's say, now just imagine you messaged all of these guys. So like here we are messaging these people. Let's say you messaged all of these guys that I'm gonna show before they went viral. Let's say you messaged Alex Hormozi when he only posted his first 10 pieces of content, and he replied to you. His chat would be forever open to you, and you can whenever message him on Instagram, and will be in his primary list, because he has already accepted your comment, and he probably remembers this guy. Yeah, he's one of my old followers. So even if he doesn't feel like he owes you something, he would probably appreciate your message, man. He would probably reply to you even if you message him nowadays. Like, just imagine you doing that to Grant Cardone. Let's say if you did that to Mr. Beast, he would have probably given you $100,000. So by just giving or showing more appreciation to people, this is how much you can get out of it. Like, one of the guys you message might just turn into a conglomerate and might just give you some work later, might just consider you as a great guy and bring you out to, let's say, dinner, or like just consider you as a great dude, and that's a lot. Like, for example, if Alex Hormozi thought Shubhankar was a great guy, I would be blessed. But obviously he doesn't, I don't know, he doesn't even know I exist. But that's the point. Go out, show appreciation, and don't expect anything in return, and that will actually change your life. I hope this helped. This is a free video. That's why I'm trying to give out as much value so that you guys can actually build your personal brand and probably hire us. So if you're a coach, consultant, agency owner, anybody wants to build their personal brand really quick, go down, link in the description. Obviously that's something I'm going to sell to you. Very upfront with it. I'm not bypassing or gatekeeping information. That's obviously a sales thing. But if you don't have the budget to pay, no worry, just follow me, subscribe me, and I'm going to create a hell lot more content and give out everything that I know, because why not just give out appreciation to everybody.